If you're over 50 and everyone's telling you it's too late to start a YouTube channel, I'm about to prove them completely wrong. 3 months ago, I helped a 62-year-old grandmother go from 0 subscribers to over 1,500 subscribers, and she's now making more money than her pension ever provided. The strategies I'm sharing today are specifically designed for creators over 50 because, let's face it, you have advantages that 20-somethings could only dream of. Stick around because by the end of this video, you'll have a complete roadmap to not just hit 1,000 subscribers, but to build a thriving YouTube business that actually respects your experience and wisdom. My name is Sarah, and over the past 2 years, I've personally coached over 300 creators over the age of 50 to successfully launch and monetize their YouTube channels. I've seen accountants become cooking sensations, retired teachers build massive educational channels, and former executives create business advice empires. The oldest creator I've worked with was 74 years old, and she hit monetization in just 6 weeks. So if you think age is holding you back, you're about to discover why being over 50 is actually your secret weapon on YouTube. In the next 20 minutes, you're going to discover the 3-pillar system that mature creators use to fast-track their subscriber growth. First, I'll show you how to leverage your life experience into content gold that younger creators simply cannot compete with. Second, you'll learn the mature creator's advantage strategy that turns your age into your biggest asset instead of your biggest obstacle. And third, I'll reveal the monetization shortcuts that work specifically for creators over 50, including income streams that most young YouTubers don't even know exist. Plus, I'll share the biggest mistakes that creators over 50 make that kill their channels before they even get started. Here's what most people get wrong about starting YouTube after 50. They think they need to act young, use trendy slang, or compete with 20-year-olds making dance videos. That's like trying to win a race by running in someone else's shoes that don't fit. Let me tell you about Margaret, a 58-year-old retired nurse from Ohio. When she first came to me, she was trying to make lifestyle vlogs like the college kids she saw on YouTube. Her videos were getting maybe 10 views each, and she was ready to quit. But here's what changed everything for Margaret. I told her to stop trying to be someone she wasn't, and start being exactly who she was. Margaret had 35 years of nursing experience. She'd raised 4 kids, survived a divorce, built a garden that fed her entire neighborhood, and had stories that could make you laugh and cry in the same breath. That's not a disadvantage, that's a gold mine. So we pivoted her channel to focus on health tips for people over 50, drawing from her decades of medical experience. Within 2 months, Margaret had over 800 subscribers hanging on her every word because she was speaking to people who actually needed what she had to offer. Your first assignment is to write down every single skill, experience, hobby, or piece of knowledge you've accumulated over the past 30 years. Don't filter it, don't judge it, just write it all down. That retired accountant who thinks nobody wants to hear about taxes? Wrong. There are millions of small business owners desperate for tax advice from someone who actually knows what they're talking about. That former teacher who thinks education content is oversaturated? Wrong again. Parents are begging for homework help from someone with real classroom experience, not some teenager reading from Wikipedia. The truth is, YouTube is hungry for mature, experienced voices. While everyone else is chasing the latest trend, you have something infinitely more valuable. You have wisdom, credibility, and life experience that cannot be faked or bought. The key is positioning yourself not as someone trying to keep up with the young crowd, but as the expert, the mentor, the person who's been there and done that. When a 25-year-old gives business advice, people wonder if they know what they're talking about. When a 55-year-old gives the same advice, people assume they've earned the right to speak on it. But here's the mindset shift that changes everything. Stop thinking of your age as something to overcome and start thinking of it as your unique selling proposition. You're not competing with young creators, you're serving a completely different audience with completely different needs. There are millions of people over 40 on YouTube right now searching for content from someone who understands their stage of life, their challenges, their goals. They don't want to hear about college dorm room hacks. They want to know about retirement planning, health after 50, career changes, empty nest syndrome, and 1,000 other topics that only someone with your experience can authentically address. Now let's talk about the mature creator's advantage strategy, and this is where things get really exciting. While young creators are fighting over the same trending topics and viral challenges, you have access to content categories that are practically competition-free and absolutely starving for quality creators. I call these the golden niches for creators over 50. First, there's the wisdom and life lessons category. Think about it. You've lived through decades that younger people can only read about in history books. You've seen technology evolve, you've witnessed social changes, you've survived economic ups and downs, relationship challenges, career pivots, health scares, and family dynamics that give you a perspective that's incredibly valuable. Create content around life lessons you wish you'd known at 30, mistakes you made and how to avoid them, or advice you'd give to your younger self. This type of content performs incredibly well because it's authentic, it's helpful, and it comes from a place of genuine experience. Second, there's the practical skills and hobbies niche. You've had decades to develop skills, hobbies, and expertise that younger creators simply haven't had time to master. Whether it's cooking, gardening, woodworking, knitting, home repair, financial management, or any other skill you've developed over the years, there's an audience hungry for instruction from someone who's truly mastered their craft. The key is to position yourself as the expert teacher, not the trendy influencer. Third, and this is huge, there's the health and wellness for mature adults category. This is one of the fastest growing niches on YouTube, and it's severely underserved by creators who actually understand the unique health challenges and goals of people over 50. Whether you're sharing your fitness journey, discussing nutrition for aging bodies, talking about mental health and life transitions, or reviewing products designed for mature adults, you're speaking to an audience that desperately needs representation. Now here's the strategy that most creators over 50 miss completely. Instead of trying to appeal to everyone, you want to hyper-focus on your specific demographic. When Margaret started making health content specifically for women over 55, her subscriber growth exploded because she wasn't competing with general health channels. She was the only person talking directly to her audience about their specific concerns, using language they understood, addressing problems they actually had. Your content strategy should follow what I call the authority positioning framework. Every piece of content you create should reinforce your position as the go-to expert in your niche for people in your age demographic. This means using your experience as proof, sharing specific examples from your life, and always connecting your advice back to real-world application. Don't just tell people what to do, tell them what you did, what worked, what didn't work, and what you learned from it. Let me give you a specific example of how this works. Instead of making a generic video about budgeting, you make a video called How I Paid Off My Mortgage Early at age 52 and What I Wish I'd Done Differently. Instead of general relationship advice, you create What 25 years of marriage taught me about communication that I wish I'd known as a newlywed. See the difference? You're not just sharing information, you're sharing earned wisdom, and that's infinitely more valuable and engaging. The content formats that work best for mature creators are tutorials, storytime videos, reaction and commentary content, and what I call wisdom sharing videos. Tutorials work because you're teaching skills you've actually mastered. Storytime videos work because you have decades of interesting stories to share. Reaction and commentary content works because your perspective is unique and valuable. And wisdom sharing videos work because people genuinely want to learn from those who've walked the path before them. But here's the secret sauce that most people miss. You want to combine your expertise with current relevance. Don't just talk about how things were in your day, talk about how your experience applies to today's challenges. For example, if you're sharing financial advice, don't just talk about how you saved money 30 years ago, talk about how those same principles apply to today's economic climate, today's technology, today's opportunities. Now let's get into the implementation phase, and this is where I'm going to share the monetization shortcuts that work specifically for creators over 50. The beautiful thing about being a mature creator is that you don't need millions of subscribers to make serious money. Your audience is typically more financially stable, more willing to invest in quality products and services, and more loyal once they trust you. The first monetization stream you should focus on is affiliate marketing, but not the way most people do it. Instead of promoting random products for tiny commissions, you want to promote products and services that you genuinely use and that solve real problems for your demographic. The key is authenticity and relevance. If you're in the health and wellness space, promote supplements, fitness equipment, or health services that you actually use and believe in. If you're in the financial advice space, promote books, courses, or tools that have genuinely helped you manage your money better. Here's what makes this so powerful for mature creators. When a 20-year-old promotes a product, people wonder if they're just doing it for the money. When a 60-year-old promotes a product, people assume they've done their research and genuinely believe in it. Your recommendations carry more weight because people trust your judgment and experience. The second monetization stream is consulting and coaching, and this is where mature creators have a massive advantage. People will pay premium prices for advice and guidance from someone who's actually lived through what they're trying to achieve. If you have business experience, offer business consulting. If you've successfully raised children, offer parenting coaching. If you've navigated career changes, offer career transition guidance. The key is to position yourself as the experienced mentor, not just another coach. Let me tell you about Robert, a 61-year-old former executive who started a YouTube channel about leadership and business strategy. Within 4 months, he was booking consulting calls at $300 per hour because his audience saw him as someone who'd actually run companies and manage teams, not just someone who'd read about it in books. His YouTube channel became his lead generation machine, and now he makes more money in consulting than he ever did in his corporate job. The third monetization stream is digital products, specifically courses and guides that package your expertise into something people can purchase and consume at their own pace. The advantage you have as a mature creator is that your courses come with the credibility of real experience. When you create a course about retirement planning, people know you're not just sharing theory, you're sharing what actually works based on your own journey and the journeys of your peers. But here's the implementation strategy that changes everything. You don't wait until you have thousands of subscribers to start monetizing. You start building your monetization streams from day one. Every video you create should have a clear call to action that moves people toward your monetization goals. If you're building toward affiliate marketing, mention products you use and love in every relevant video. If you're building toward consulting, always offer to help people personally in your video descriptions. If you're building toward digital products, start collecting email addresses from day one so you have an audience to sell to when your products are ready. The email list strategy is crucial for mature creators because your audience is more likely to engage with email than younger demographics. Create a simple lead magnet, something like a free guide or checklist related to your niche, and promote it in every video. This builds your email list, which becomes your most valuable asset for long-term monetization. Here's your action plan for the next 30 days. Week 1, choose your niche based on your experience and expertise. Week 2, create your first 5 videos using the authority positioning framework I shared. Week 3, set up your basic monetization infrastructure, including affiliate accounts and an email capture system. Week 4, start promoting your lead magnet and begin building your email list. This isn't about perfection, it's about momentum and consistent action. Have you ever felt like you were too old to start something new? I know exactly how that feels because I hear it from every single creator I work with, but here's what I want you to understand. Your age isn't a limitation, it's your competitive advantage, and I'm about to show you exactly how to use it. Comment below and tell me what expertise or experience you have that you think nobody would be interested in. I guarantee you're wrong, and I'll personally respond to show you how that experience could become a thriving YouTube channel. But that's not enough. You also need to understand the psychology of why mature creators actually have an easier path to monetization than younger creators, and that's what we're covering next. Let me quickly recap the 3 pillars that will get you to 1,000 subscribers and monetization faster than you ever thought possible. First, leverage your life experience as your unique selling proposition instead of trying to compete with younger creators on their terms. Second, use the mature creator's advantage strategy to position yourself as the expert authority in niches that are underserved and hungry for experienced voices. And third, implement monetization strategies from day one that take advantage of your audience's trust and financial stability. Your next steps are crystal clear. First, write down all your skills and experiences. Then choose the one that excites you most and that you know you can talk about for hours. Second, create your first video this week using the authority positioning framework. Don't wait for perfect equipment or perfect knowledge, just start. Third, set up your basic monetization infrastructure so you're ready to make money as soon as your audience starts growing. If this video opened your eyes to the possibilities of starting YouTube after 50, smash that like button because it tells YouTube that mature creators deserve to be seen and heard. Subscribe to this channel because I'm going to continue sharing strategies specifically designed for creators over 50. And trust me, you don't want to miss what's coming next. And make sure you check out this video right here where I break down the exact equipment setup that mature creators need to look professional without breaking the bank or getting overwhelmed by technology. Remember, it's not too late to start. It's actually the perfect time. Your experience, your wisdom, and your perspective are exactly what YouTube needs right now. The only question is, are you ready to claim your space and start building the channel you've always dreamed of? I believe in you. Now it's time to believe in yourself.